plant. This is the continued discussion. Like last class, we discussed about the opportunities for rooftop solar. So now we need to understand, so what are the major components for a solar plant, and the design parameters, like how we can decide the size of plant. For deciding the size of plants, whatever the inputs we need to consider. After that, at last, we will see few examples, like how we are finding out the place, rooftop type, and how much space is available on the rooftop. Finally, I will close this session today with the return on investment. Like last time also, some students, they asked, okay, how we are getting the benefit. So I will show you some Excel sheets which we are using for our commercial purpose. So you can understand how the return is coming, how we are designing that financial parameters for that. So in this session, we'll see what is solar PV system, what is the major component. So I will explain you the basic SLD. SLD means single line diagram. Then what are the major steps for PV system sizing? Flow of PV plant. There is a few examples. So I will suggest you when we are discussing about the design parameter, so you can take different examples. Like if I am taking the 3 kilowatt load calculations, you can take other load calculations and you can find out your odd values. Okay. So then major software, and lastly we will discuss about the ROI. So this question answer you know already. What is solar PV system? Solar PV system is solar power system, is one of the renewable energy system or generation system, which is depend upon the, it's a totally clean energy. It's depend upon the sunlight, which will convert the sunlight into electricity with the help of photovoltaic cells. So this, because you already study this phenomena and principle of the system, so I will not consider much about it. Then what are the major components? So when we are talking about the rooftop solar plant, this is a captive solar plant. So here no transformer is required, no ST panel or transmission lines are required. So in this one we have the basic components only. So what is first component? The major component for any solar plant is PV module, or you can say solar photovoltaic cells. So solar photovoltaic cells, it will be coming in form of PV modules, solar modules or photovoltaic modules. So this is the major component. Along with that, we need to consider the structure also to fix up the PV modules. So this is the one component. Then next component is DC and AC DBs, junction boxes. Sometimes we are calling as junction boxes, sometimes we are calling as DBs. So in few companies, you can hire as a JB, or few people there are saying it's a DB. So what is DC and AC DB? I will explain you in the single line diagram. Then charge controller. Why we need charge controller? Normally, if it's a grid connected plant, we don't need any charge controller. Only in case of batteries, we need charge controller. So you can eliminate or you can consider this component based on the design of the plant. If it's a hybrid plant, we need to consider the charge controller. Next, after the modules, most important parameter is inverter. So inverter will convert the DC output of the modules to AC, because we need to utilize the AC side. Next is the batteries. If it's a hybrid module, we need to use the batteries. Otherwise, in case of grid connected plant, we are not using any batteries, so we don't need to consider the batteries. After that, inverter input will give to the LT panel, or if it's a home-based system, we didn't have the LT panel, we have small panel nearby the meter. It's a small type of junction box only, so we can consider that one. And next, most important is energy meter. Because it's a grid connected plant, so we need to use the energy meter. Which type of energy meter? It's a import-export type of, or bidirectional type of energy meter. So these are the basic components which we are using for any rooftop solar plant. So this is the basic single line diagram. If you see, The first component is the solar DC panels. These are the modules. It's a silicon type. The output of these modules, then we have small junction box of behind of each module. What is there in that junction box? We have small fuse that is called DC fuse. Why we are connecting that DC fuse? If any fault is occurring after the inverter DC side or after the DC JV, so I want to protect my solar modules because the cost of solar panel is very high compared to other components. So we are keeping one DC fuse will protect the reverse DC voltage or reverse DC current. If any DC fault is occurring, it's a DC current only because